I'm the anonymous voter, and I represent Codiv, C-O-D-I-V, the Coalition of Dedicated Independent Voters. Codiv has been established to organize voters who are fed up with our present political climate, and our goal, with your help, is to become a permanent fixture in the American political process. I'm taking this opportunity to announce Codiv's candidacy for the 2008 presidential election. It's a perfect time, with Super Tuesday coming up. Of course, Codiv as an organization can't run for office, but Codiv still intends to campaign right alongside the presidential campaigners for the next several months as the voice of the fed-up, disillusioned voter in the 2008 campaign. And we intend to be heard rather than ignored. Please correct me if I'm wrong here. In election campaigns, the candidates are vying to become public servants, our public servants, the voters' public servants. Shouldn't the major feature of all future election campaigns, including presidential campaigns, be the wants, needs, and demands of the voters, the citizens, rather than the slickly packaged marketing blitz of several candidates, featuring their political party vision of the direction that America should take? It's no wonder that the typical voter feels as if he or she is voting for the lesser of two evils. The major parties and their politicians have ignored voter input and concerns for long enough. The time has come for the voters, especially the fed-up voters, to take control of the political process by using our collective voting power as a weapon. Our simple platform is that any and all candidates for any office, local or national, base their election campaign on proving to the voting public that he or she is the most committed candidate to meeting these voter demands. Codiv intends to demand that all candidates for office and our nation's elected officials pledge to eliminate special interest, as well as strictly partisan politics from their administration and our nation's governance, and also pledge to restore honesty, trust, and integrity to their administrations and their decision-making process. Codiv voters expect, no, we demand, that all decisions be made, first and foremost, with the best interests of our nation and all of its citizens in mind, rather than any person or special interests. Furthermore, each and every elected official must be aware that we will use our voting power to virtually guarantee to end the political career of any politicians who fail to honor these pledges. This is truly the first step in forcing our elected officials to return to the concept that our government is to be of the people, by the people, for the people. You see, one or even a handful of elected officials who may be really dedicated, truly dedicated, to reforming our political process have absolutely no chance for success, because the other elected officials, who are too closely aligned with their political party and with special interest groups, will block each and every attempt at reform legislation. In our present political climate, it's preposterous to believe that Republicans will rush to cooperate with Democrats, or that Democrats will rush to cooperate with Republicans, no matter who's elected as our next president. And so, there are no saviors, no miracle workers on the political horizon who will be able to unify our political parties, no matter how many campaign promises they may make. It's you and I, the voting public, who must force reform on the elected officials by making not just one or a few of them, but each and every one of our elected officials fear voter backlash for betraying the voters' trust more than they fear political party reprisals or special interest groups. There are millions upon millions of fed-up voters out there, and we can become the dominant voice of this and all future campaigns. We just need a place to meet so we can stand up and be counted. Codiv is that place. Check out the Codiv website, www.codiv.org. That's Codiv, C-O-D-I-V. Please give me an opportunity to motivate you. I know that there are an awful lot of you out there who are just as angry and maybe even more angry than I am. Perhaps you just need to be convinced that we can do this. We can, and as a matter of fact, we must become the most dominant and feared special interest group in America. Are you fed up enough to use your voting power to take back control of your nation? Then let's get off our butts and do something about it. Codiv is the opportunity that many of you have been waiting for. The opportunity to make your vote really, really count, and to send a crystal clear message to the politicians that the present political polarization is over right now. You either get busy working together to solve national problems, or we're going to use our voting power to punish both individual politicians and political parties who show reluctance to do so. I'm appealing to each and every one of you who is sick and tired of the political status quo to stand up with Codiv. For only when each and every individual elected official fears voter backlash can real reform happen. Please don't make the mistake of thinking that everyone else will support the Codiv movement, so we won't need you. That's exactly the type of thinking that the major parties count on voters to have, that enables them to maintain their power. We do need you, and we need you to tell your family and friends about Codiv. Please ask them to examine www.codiv.org, because there's no better advertisement for Codiv than word-of-mouth advertisement from angry voters. Till next time, watch for more Codiv videos in the coming weeks, and give me feedback on the ideas I'm sharing with you. Take it easy, and please commit to Codiv in 2008.